In the beginning, it was definitely challenging, and in the first few years, like, and even now, there's many times where my husband says, "Put down that phone. Put it down. Put it down now," because I'll just be like, "I'm just sending one more mail. I'm just sending one more mail. No, it's a really important mail. I need we have a launch, and I'm just trying to fix some whatever, like could be the press release or the interview answers." My mother-in-law the other day, that my hair is, I'm just feeling like it needs some love and care. And she said that, there's a hair oil which I have made at home, which I used to use. I forgot about it. And I was like, "Please make it for me. Please make it for me." And she so sweetly made it for me the other day.
Reassuring to people who follow you
Yeah.
to understand that you also struggle with self-acceptance.
Oh, completely. And things are not always what they see on the surface. And that's been one of the saving learnings of my life when I was going through some very hard times, is to realize that everything is not always what it seems. When you're struggling with something, it feels like you're drowning and everyone else is thriving, but that's not the way it is.
I loved you in Merry Christmas. You had one outfit on for pretty much most of the film. Was that tough to do for an actor who's obviously as beautiful as you are?
No, I was actually very relieved to not every day think about it, because even if you've done costume trials, sometimes you still have that moment where you're like, "Oh, this doesn't fit me," or "No, it's not working," or for some reason you're not feeling it that day. So to go to work every day and just not think about the clothes fit was actually very liberating.
Hi, I'm Namrata Zakaria, and I'm here with the very, very talented mega actor Katrina Kaif, often known as the queen of the Bollywood blockbuster. And I'm really glad to be talking to her. But I want to tell you that we're not talking about her movies as much as we're talking about her other mega achievement. She celebrates 5 years of K Beauty, her entrepreneurial journey with a fabulous makeup brand, and she's just launched a few amazing products, which she's going to talk about. The impossibly gorgeous Katrina.
So sweet.
You have to tell me all your secrets today, okay? I'm going to be nice to you.
I need
so
some
you give me
secrets
some
from you
tips.
as well. Glowing skin.
Well, thank you. And congratulations
Thank you.
on this very important exercise that you've taken up, this beautiful enterprise K that celebrates 5 years this year. How are you feeling?
Really amazing. I think really grateful. Everything that we've achieved so far with K Beauty and the K community has really honestly been just more than I could have asked for. K Beauty for me is a huge passion. It comes from a very genuine place. I've been asked a lot since I've started this journey of being an entrepreneur that, what is the one advice you'd give to other people who want to set foot into the business arena? And the one thing I always say is, it has to come from your heart. It has to be a genuine passion, because I think that is what connects to your audience, or what you could say in business terms of your consumer. Your audience can sense something when it's authentic. They can sense when it comes from a real place. And for me, makeup has always been one of my huge passions. Like some people like cars, some people are into shoes, whatever. For me, it's always been that way, like literally since I was a teenager. And I've done most of my own makeup through my career, worked with some of the most incredible makeup artists, and it's just always been something which I love. The transformative power of makeup and the confidence that it can give you, for me, that is something which is so personal and so special. And what I wanted to say to women with K Beauty, and with what I've have been incredibly privileged and fortunate to have the freedom and to have such an incredible partner like Falguni Nair, who trusts in my vision and gives me that freedom to create my own ad campaigns and to create our own campaigns and say what's in my heart to everyone out there, to women, to men, to K Beauty consumers, the K Beauty community. And they've been with us on this journey like hand in glove. And I really, really am feeling very grateful today, for sure.
Yeah, Falguni says this is entirely your baby. You're not just a brand ambassador or an investor. You're completely hands-on.
For sure. Yeah.
Even where this campaigns, social media, everything, it has your green light on it.
100%. I think, I couldn't have asked for a better partner than Falguni Nair and now Advaita Nair, who we're working so closely with. They really respect and give me that full belief and support in in with K Beauty. You know, everything is a team effort. For me, the artistry, the innovation of K Beauty, the packaging, what I want to say in terms of the visual imagery, what you see in the ad films, what you see with our K conversations, uplifting women, all that is my part, is so much what comes from me. But from Falguni, I've learned so much about business, and you know, I've learned what a P&L is, I've learned what an AOP is, and I'm really enjoying it. It was tough for me because I'm not a numbers person. When I see numbers and figures, it's very, my brain's not so good at computing. I've never been that kind of.
I hear you.
What do they call it? Is it the left side of the brain or the right side of the brain?
Right.
Something.
Yeah.
And I used to kind of, you know, balk at it, but I've really learned it now. And what it's done is it's given me a better understanding of how we can really create and just they've empowered me so much with what we can do for, I mean, with K Beauty. There's, you know, really the sky is the limit. And we're enjoying it immensely. You know, product innovation is something which I just love, going to all the big cosmoprops and going to all the big beauty fairs, learning and seeing what's out there, what are the new textures and new formulas. That's my passion. You know, what does our year calendar look like for the new products we're going to launch? That's what's exciting for us. You know, that's what we're here for. Seeing the consumers, seeing our community's response, the beauty community's response to our products. This year we had one of the most phenomenal years, touch wood, until now, because with our Hydrochrome lipstick launch, we just saw such a phenomenal response. I think that's such a high that you get because you know how good the product is, and when you've made that connection with people, that was definitely one of the high points for us this year. Our multi-use creme blush, it's an amazing product. That's a product. If I had to pick one product for you, that would be the product I'd pick for you. I actually use it. Really?
I got it earlier this week and I really love it.
In the shade Soften.
It's a rouge, like a dark rouge.
Okay, so that one would look amazing on you, but also try the shade Soften. That is such a light product. And you know, like I can see in your skin, you know, you can still see your texture. You have a very natural way of applying your base. Just a little bit of that here. I think that would be the one product I choose for you.
I am not talking to a movie star. I'm talking to my new bestie here. Listen, but you've been an actor for more than 20 years. You've been an entrepreneur for 5 years. How is Katrina the actor, Katrina the heroine, different from Katrina the entrepreneur?
I'm trying to think about that today. I feel like the process of acting is a lot about letting go of yourself and being very much in the moment, being very really letting go of your self-image and trying to completely blend into another character. I think that's the ultimate aim for an actor. I think definitely me as an entrepreneur is different in terms of, I think that's, for me, that's a part where I'm really kind of involved in the technical aspects, involved in the innovation of the products. But one thing that's there which was an important learning for me, is how much important it is for teamwork. We have an incredible team with K Beauty, but I have so many experienced and senior people on my team that although I'm a person who, I don't know, just naturally the ideas come to me and I'm very opinionated about what I want to do with K Beauty and what I want us to launch and what I want us to do next. But it's also very important that I really kind of take the time to hear, and not just hear, but really listen to what everyone on the team feels. And that, you know, that's really how I think you can build a brand. It has to be teamwork.
You know, you became an investor or an entrepreneur when you were really at the top of your game. This wasn't like a second career, but it's like a parallel career for you. And I find that as a woman very challenging, because you've obviously juggled your personal life and two superstar, two blockbuster careers, really. How has it been difficult? What have been the challenges?
In the beginning, it was definitely challenging, and in the first few years, like, and even now, there's many times where my husband says, "Put down that phone, put it down now," because I'll just be like, "I'm just sending one more mail. I'm just sending one more mail. No, it's a really important mail. We have a launch, and I'm just trying to fix some whatever, like could be the press release or the interview answers." And that's important, because see, in a movie set, you know, okay, I'm gone from 9 to 9. He knows where I am. I know where he is. It's still schedule. But when you're a business owner, there's no schedule.
There's no time.
you have to apply those rules for yourself. You have to apply that time. Otherwise, I can go on sending emails through the night. I can go on having discussions with my team because they're so incredibly passionate. They'll answer that call. We'll have discussions, and we can go on, brainstorming for a new innovation or for a new marketing idea.
You're always working.
Yeah. So, but I think I've learned the importance a little bit of having those guidelines. You have to, like everything in life, you have to set guidelines for yourself and keep things in the right balance.
But I'm most impressed that you pioneered this, right? You pioneered being an actor who's invested in a beauty business almost just before the big beauty boom that sort of happened in India. Who advised you?
I have such an incredible team who I work with, who's been with me for the last 22 years, and I think what the skill is of people is always that you have to talk and see what is an authentic passion for you.
Yeah.
That's where things really connect. Like, as again, I'm coming back to what I said. I feel like the audience and the community, that they know what is authentic and what's not. They can sense it, I feel. And it was always my passion. It was always my dream, and something that I didn't really know how to do, and that I knew I had something I wanted to say to everyone, to women, to men, about beauty, about how we look, about our physical appearance, about self-acceptance. And I knew that makeup was the way that was my way of communicating it. This was going to be my way, because for me, makeup has been so important in my self-image, in my confidence, but also the journey of self-acceptance and accepting myself has been equally important. So it's almost like I'm learning what I need to learn through the K beauty journey, and reminding myself while I speak, while I kind of have this incredible dialogue with our community.
Yeah, it's almost like an extension of an actress's career, but I think much more. When I'm hearing you say of it, when you say it's K to be okay, or
it's K to be you.
It's K to be you, and when you, somebody who looks the way you look, talks about self-acceptance, I mean, I think there's a great inward journey in that as well.
Things aren't always what they appear on the surface.
It's very reassuring to people who follow you to understand that you also struggle with self-acceptance.
Oh, completely. And things are not always what they see on the surface, and that's been one of the saving learnings of my life when I was going through some very hard times, is to realize that everything is not always what it seems. When you're struggling with something, it feels like you're drowning and everyone else is thriving, but that's not the way it is. Things are not always what they seem on the surface, and everyone goes through tough times, and you have to just pick yourself up, and you got to keep fighting. That's all I can say. Life is going to give you its moments of ups and downs, and you just have to keep on fighting. And find your way.
That's really honest.
But talking about fighting, it could have been, I was talking about K beauty as my dream, something I always wanted to do. It could have been a much more challenging fight had I not found someone like Falguni Nair, who is not just the most incredible businesswoman that we all know her for, but she's an equally passionate partner with me, and gave me so much belief, and gives me so much conviction and belief behind what I want to do, and Advaita Nair as well. You need those people with you who really believe in you as well, and that gives you that. It's like that gives you that confidence, behind your dream.
What is your beauty routine?
Oh my goodness, I have all sorts of beauty routines. What day? You got to give me an example of what day it is, and I can give you that. A day when I'm not working. Then it's very basic. I will not put on makeup unless I've got friends over, if I'm going out, and even then, it's like I said, I want to feel like my skin is breathing. I don't want to feel anything weighty or heavy on my skin, so I'll use products like a multi-use creme blush, which you can't even feel. It's completely weightless on your skin. I'll use our eye crayon pencil, which again, you'll forget you're wearing it. Maybe a little bit of concealer, our lip tint in honey, which is one of our most incredible products. I don't think I talk about it enough, but it gives you that natural looking kind of stain on your lips, which makes you feel like you're not wearing lipstick. In terms of skincare, for me, I'm equally as passionate about skincare as I am about makeup, but also I have really sensitive skin. Like in all my early 20s, I was always that, getting excited by this brand and that brand and this new trendy cream and that trendy cream. But more often than not, the heavier ones, which are usually the premium creams, they're too heavy. So anything too rich or too heavy on my skin, I get like these little kind of blocked pores or little bumps. So I have to be really careful with the products that I use on my skin. Like they have to be hypoallergenic. They have to be, like dermatologist approved. But I do enjoy fun beauty routines. Gua sha. I know you're going to say I'm really late to the party, but gua sha is something that I've just started using. And I always was watching saying, that's not going to do much. It's not going to do much. And let me tell you, it's an amazing, amazing, amazing tool for skincare.
Do you use oils with it?
Yes,
Or
and I will use anything. I was like telling my mother-in-law the other day that, oh, my hair is, I'm just feeling like it needs some love and care. And she said that, there's a hair oil which I have made at home, which I used to use. I forgot about it, and I was like, please make it for me, please make it for me. And she so sweetly made it for me the other day, and it's the most incredible hair oil that I've been using.
what's in
So
it?
so I don't know all the ingredients, but I know that there's onion in it.
Yeah.
I know that there's amla in it. I know there's avocado in it, and then there was some other 2-3 ingredients that she made, and then you boil it in a lohe, like a like a you kind of cook it almost like 24 hours or something. It is.
Wow.
So home ingredients are also really, really, really powerful. They work, and something like a coconut oil you can use. The main thing with gua sha is the oil has to have a slip.
Okay.
Like it's got to smooth. You don't want to ever drag your skin.
Yeah. Punjabi mums have the best home remedies.
They
My
really
mom,
do.
Yeah, used
Yeah.
to make me like this malai and besan, and the smell reminds me of her now. Being an actor, I think, is especially hard for someone's skin. One is in makeup,
Yep.
For several hours all day. How have you dealt with it, and how have you kept your skin looking the way it looks?
By using a lot of calming products, by knowing what suits my skin, being very, very careful, a lot of trial and error. There's countless times that I put a cream on my face, which you're just like, oh, oops, that doesn't work. And then I'll give it to a friend or to someone and say, you guys try it and see if it works for you. Skincare is a very personal thing. What works for you might not work for me, and what might be a miracle for me just might not suit you. So a lot of trial and error and keeping things basic, not too many products. And for me, fragrance is a big no-no in skincare. Fragrance otherwise is fantastic, but in fragrance, the scent, which is not a natural scent, I try to avoid it. In certain wash-off products, I think it's okay, but if it's a skincare that I leave on my skin, it can kind of sometimes cause an irritation.
How has your beauty routine changed over the years? Are you more attentive or less?
I would say I enjoy more my self-care routines, like the gua sha, which I've started using. Face massage is also something that I got into a few years ago. My sister put me onto it. So again, just with the oil, but learning about a little bit of face yoga, it's funny, but the more natural things have kind of started coming up more now, and I realized they really actually do work.
I loved you in Merry Christmas.
Oh,
It
thank
really
you.
is my favorite film, and I texted Sriram and I told him, look, I love this as much as Eight Hasina Thi.
Thank you.
You had one outfit on for pretty much most of the film. Was that tough to do for an actor who's obviously as beautiful as you are?
No, I was actually very relieved to not every day think about it, because even if you've done costume trials, sometimes you still have that moment where you're like, oh, this doesn't fit me. Oh no, it's not working, or for some reason you're not feeling it that day. So to go to work every day and just not think about the clothes bit was actually very liberating.
Did you enjoy the film?
Yeah, I think it was, working with Sriram was an incredible experience. Learned a lot, but very intense experience. Very intense.
So, Vicky and you, do you fight over counter space in the bathroom at all?
No, he's an incredibly adjusting and understanding husband.
That I love Kay. I love what you've done with it in a very, very short time. Most people give 3 years to 5 years of becoming profitable. You've turned it around almost immediately, and it is a phenomenal business.
Thank you.
Does this mean films are taking a backseat?
No, definitely not. I mean, I'm an actor. That's a part of my being, and that will always be there. I think being on a film set and being in movies and creating cinema is magical, and that will always be there with me.
And there's so much excellence coming from you. I mean, we saw it in your last outing. So I hope.
I mean, I really enjoyed that. That was something which for me was really a really transformative experience.
Thank you for your
Thank
time,
you so
and
much.
congratulations, and here's to many, many more successes.
Thank you so much, Namrata. That was great speaking to you.
Thanks.